we got the Shimano G.Loomis Conquest. This is a 903, and this is partnered up or paired up with a Shimano Conquest 201. So it's going to be a left-handed 200 size Calcutta Conquest reel. Gold reel right here. You have the Shimano Conquest G.Loomis. It's a 903. It's going to be a medium heavy 7.6. So 7 foot 6 inches. This is going to come with the spiral wrap right here and a spiral high power X wrap. So this is a MBR, so it's going to be a full cork handle. You can see right here, skeleton reel seat. Got a hook keeper right here. It's going to be 7.6 medium heavy. It's going to be a 1/4 to 3/4 ounce lures at 10 to 17 pound nylon line. So, but right here I have this on a 30-pound Power Pro braid on a jerk bait. And this is how parabolic this is, man. Nice, soft, medium heavy tip with a lot of nice backbone. You know, this can cast a country mile, obviously, because of the length, obviously, right? So yeah, that's why I like it. I use it for jerk baits, crank baits, deep divers. Basically this could be a versatile rod. And like compared to my NRX Plus and my NRXs, it's actually lighter than my NRX, and much more sensitive. So the tip is, as you can see, it was a fast tip action. It's more parabolic, so it's very sensitive at the tip compared to the NRX or the NRX Plus is going to be more like bottom contact heavy for the NRX Pluses. But I love the Conquest. Like, it's way lighter than the NRX. Like, I would say way lighter, but it is definitely lighter. I love the full cork handle. I love the collaboration with Shimano and G.Loomis. They sourced the rod from Japan, so basically, yeah, they get the rod from Japan and they ship it out. They take it to the G.Loomis factory, and this is what they made. So if you do notice that G.Loomis rods, they're not specifically they're made in the USA, but not all the parts are sourced from the US. So, you know what I mean? Obviously, you get Fuji from the United Kingdom. So obviously, not all the parts are going to be American, right? But it is handmade in the US, but they do source the blinks from Japan, which is really cool. You get the Spiral X and the High Power X wrap, so it's very rigid, so it goes back into its place pretty much when when it bends. So I love this rod personally. I know it's kind of on the expensive side, but I personally think it's worth it compared to the NRX and NRX Plus. I end up majority of the time picking up this rod because it's my favorite, and it's October, and I use it for jerk baits, and I'm using it on a Duo Realis jerk bait, and I had no issues pulling in striped bass, salmon. Had no issue, 20-pound, 30-pound salmon, but even largemouth bass, like stuff like that in the river or around the lakes, is this is definitely a workhorse. Very light. The length is great. 7 foot 6 inches. Very parabolic. It's not really stiff. It's actually pretty pretty sensitive. I would say it feels like a medium heavy, but the tip feels like more like a medium. Then the backbone gets more into a medium heavy type rod. So I really like the taper on this rod. G.Loomis has some great tapers when it comes to designing their rods. They're notorious for that. So overall, This is a great high-end combo. You can't go wrong with the Calcutta Conquest. I got the 200 size. This is a 4:8 to 1 gear ratio, so it's definitely a lot slower, where you can move your baits more naturally. I don't really like the faster gear ratio sometimes. Sometimes it's a little too much when it comes to the winding. I kind of want my bait kind of like, slow presentation, where you can entice, the fish, especially during the winter times, if you want to get some bites, especially when it's tough out there. And yeah, overall, this is a great rod, very light. Um, it's expensive, but I think it's a great collaboration between G.Loomis and Shimano. And you don't really see these reviews online because fishing gear can be quite expensive. So I mean, this is a pretty much $1,000 rod combo, right? And that's kind of like, some people don't really have the privilege, or you don't really see a lot of reviews about it because it's expensive. So out of the pleasure of fishing, I think it's can't really justify if it's worth the money or not, but I think it's worth the money. So I'll definitely give a close-up review, and thank you guys, appreciate it. Review for the Conquest. This is a full cork handle. You have the gold reel right here, gold Calcutta, cool braid. It's 201 right here. Conquest. So we got the Conquest right there. Nice G.Loomis. We got the specs right here. Kind of upside down, but let's see. We'll get it around. Perfect. Awesome. 903 BR, 76 fast, medium, heavy. Quarter ounce to 3/4 ounce lures, and 10 to 17 pound nylon line. Right here we have the High Power X logo. We go up the blank right here. The blank. It's nice. Line right here. Here. Awesome to the tip. As you can see, no recoil guides. They're all Fuji SICK guides. So, I don't know if I had issues with the NRX, where I couldn't do braid to leader that well. Say like a FG knot or UD knot, because it would just, fray that knot between the leader. So, this is kind of nice where you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, overall, this is a great rod. It's one of my favorite rods. Great collaboration between the two. Obviously, G.Loomis took some components from the Shimano department and decided to put it in the rods. Like the NRX Plus, you get the Conquest cork on it, and you get a upgraded reel seat, of course. So, which is nice. So yeah, you can't really knock the Conquest. It's a beautiful rod, worth it, very sensitive, very light, and can't go wrong with the gold reel, of course. So sweet. Thank you guys.